Music has a unique power to touch our hearts and connect us to one another. Often, it is the voice behind the music that makes it unforgettable. Roberta Flack was one of those voices. She was a legendary R&B singer whose songs not only filled our ears but also spoke to our souls. Today, we come together to remember her life, her music, and the impact she had on so many. Roberta Flack was born on February 10, 1937, in the charming town of Black Mountain, North Carolina. She grew up in a family that appreciated music. Her father was a minister, and her mother was a teacher. From a young age, Roberta showed great talent for music, especially with the piano. By the time she was 15, she received a full scholarship to Howard University, one of the most prestigious universities in the United States. This was a remarkable achievement for someone so young. At Howard, Roberta studied classical music. She spent hours honing her skills, learning from great teachers, and diving deep into the world of music. But while she was focused on classical music, she also found joy in rhythm and blues. She loved the energy and emotion that came from that genre. In her own words, the whole while I was studying classical music, I was also doing a lot of do-ron-ron, shoo-doo-be-doo, all of that stuff with my peers. This mix of musical styles would later influence her unique sound. After college, Roberta began teaching music. While she was passionate about sharing her knowledge with young musicians, she also had dreams of performing. At night, she would play in jazz clubs, accompanying opera singers, and sharing her own love for music with anyone who would listen. It was during one of these performances that her life began to change. Roberta Flack was discovered by musician Les McCann while singing in a jazz club. He recognized her extraordinary talent and encouraged her to pursue a career in music. This discovery marked the beginning of her journey as a recording artist. However, she faced many challenges before hitting the big time. It wasn't until she turned 30 that she finally got her first major break. In 1971, her rendition of "The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face" was featured in Clint Eastwood's movie Play Misty for Me. The song was beautiful and emotional, capturing the feeling of love at first sight. The moment the audience heard it, they were captivated. The song became an instant hit, reaching #1 on the charts and earning Roberta her first Grammy Award for Song of the Year in 1973. But that was just the beginning. The very next year, she won another Grammy for "Killing Me Softly with His Song." This song became one of her most famous hits, and it resonated with people everywhere. The lyrics beautifully describe the experience of being moved by music, of feeling that a song speaks to your innermost thoughts and feelings. Roberta's powerful voice made that experience come alive for her listeners. Throughout the 1970s, Roberta Flack continued to release hit after hit. Songs like "Feel Like Making Love" and "Where Is the Love" not only showcased her incredible vocal talent, but also her ability to convey deep emotion through her music. Her style blended elements of jazz, soul, and pop, creating a sound that was uniquely hers. Roberta Flack's music struck a chord with many, making her one of the most beloved artists of her time. She often addressed themes of love, heartbreak, and social issues in her songs, allowing listeners to find comfort and connection through her words. Her ability to tell stories through her music is perhaps one of her greatest gifts. In the late 1970s and into the 1980s, Roberta took a step back from performing to focus on recording and charitable causes. She believed in using her platform to make a difference. She devoted time to mentoring young musicians and supported various charitable organizations. Among her contributions was the establishment of the Roberta Flack School of Music in New York City, where she encouraged students to pursue their musical dreams. Despite the challenges that came with fame, Roberta remained grounded. She faced her own health battles with grace. In 2022, she revealed that she had been diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease, which affected her ability to sing. This diagnosis was heartbreaking, not just for her, but for the countless fans who had cherished her music over the years. Roberta's journey reminds us of the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing each moment. Even during her struggles, she continued to inspire, reminding us that music is not just about the ability to sing, but about the emotions we can share. Her last public performances were filled with brave smiles, emotional expressions, and a clear love for her fans, who always adored her. In 2020, she received a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Grammys, celebrating her remarkable contributions to music. With tears in her eyes, she expressed her gratitude, saying, "It's a tremendous and overwhelming honor. I've tried my entire career to tell stories through my music. This award is a validation that my peers heard my thoughts and took in what I have tried to give." On February 24, 2025, the world lost an extraordinary talent when Roberta Flack passed away at the age of 88. The news shocked her fans, friends, and family. Her representatives announced, "We are heartbroken that the glorious Roberta Flack passed away this morning. She died peacefully surrounded by her family." Music lovers everywhere mourned her loss, but they also celebrated the legacy she left behind. Through her songs, Roberta Flack transcended time and generations. Her music introduced new fans, including a younger audience, to the beauty and power of her art. The Fugees, a hip-hop group, created a Grammy-winning cover of Killing Me Softly, which brought her music to life for a new generation. They beautifully combined their style with her classic sound, showing the timelessness of her work. Roberta's influence extended beyond music. She was a fierce advocate for social justice and used her platform to raise awareness about important issues. Her courage to speak up made her not only a musical icon, but also a role model for many young artists. The stories she told through her songs often echoed her own beliefs and values, reminding everyone that music can be a powerful tool for change. As we reflect on Roberta Flack's life, it is essential to remember her not just as a singer, but as a storyteller, a mentor, and an advocate. Her journey reminds us that music is more than just notes and rhythms. It is woven into the fabric of our lives, capable of touching hearts and changing lives. Roberta Flack taught us that everyone can have a voice, and everyone's story deserves to be heard. Her melodies linger in the air even after the final notes fade, inviting us to dance, to laugh, and sometimes to cry. As we carry her memory with us, let us also consider how her journey reflects our own experiences with love and loss. Music is an essential part of being human. It expresses our joys and our sorrows. Roberta's life and her incredible work remind us that we are all connected through the threads of emotion that music weaves. She once said, "A person with true soul is one who can take anybody's song and transcend all the flaws, the technique, and just make you listen." This ability to draw people into her world was part of Roberta's magic. Whether it was her heartfelt ballads or her powerful anthems, she captivated audiences around the globe, reminding them of their own feelings and experiences. Roberta Flack's voice soothed the hearts of many during tough times. Her songs were the soundtrack to countless moments in people's lives. Whether it was a first dance at a wedding or a quiet moment of reflection, her music had the power to create memories. Many can remember listening to her songs in their youth, revisiting them during significant life events, or sharing them with loved ones. Her music became a bridge that connected different generations. Today, young artists look up to her, and many pay homage to her artistry in their work. Songs like Killing Me Softly still resonate today, and new artists continue to draw inspiration from her timeless style. It's not only a testament to her talent, but also a celebration of how music can endure and evolve while remaining heartfelt and authentic. Roberta Flack also faced adversity with grace and courage. Dealing with a devastating diagnosis like ALS would uproot anyone's life. Despite this, she embraced her health struggles with strength, continuing to inspire people with her story. She shared her experience publicly, showing that vulnerability can also be a source of strength, and that one's voice can still be heard, even in silence. Sadness loomed in the days leading up to her passing, but it was accompanied by an outpouring of love and admiration. Fans reminisced about the first time they heard her sing, the emotions they felt, and how her music became a soundtrack to their lives. Social media was filled with stories, tributes, and heartfelt messages that highlighted her impact on the world. It was evident that she had built a legacy that would not be forgotten. The world of music feels emptier without her presence, but her spirit remains alive in the hearts of those who cherish her songs. Every time someone presses play on one of her tracks, her voice fills the room, stirring up emotions and memories that make you smile, cry, and everything in between. Roberta Flack's music was always more than just entertainment. It was a profound experience that touched the depths of the human soul. As we think about her legacy, let us also consider our own relationships with music and what they mean to us. Do we take the time to cherish the melodies that move us? Do we share our favorite songs with those we love? Music has the power to uplift our spirits, heal our hearts, and connect us with others. In honoring Roberta Flack, we should reflect on how we can continue to appreciate the art of music and its ability to shape our lives. When you hear her songs, think about the memories they evoke. Whether it was a late-night drive when Feel Like Making Love came on the radio, or a quiet evening where you let her lyrics wash over you, those moments matter. They remind us of why we fell in love with music in the first place. Furthermore, let's not forget the significance of community in the world of music. Roberta Flack often spoke about the joy of collaborating with other artists. She worked with some of the best musicians of her time, creating magic together. There is something beautiful about coming together with others to create something meaningful. Whether you are a musician or just a listener, being part of a community can enhance your appreciation for music. We have seen how music can heal and inspire, but it also tells our stories. Every lyric reflects an experience, a feeling, and a moment in time. Roberta Flack helped us articulate our emotions through her art. She gave a voice to feelings that sometimes we struggled to express. That is the power of song. It allows us to connect with ourselves and with each other in profound ways. As we celebrate Roberta's life, let us use her story to inspire our own. Let her courage remind us to pursue our passions wholeheartedly. Embrace your unique voice, whether that's in singing, creating, or simply enjoying the beauty of music. Remember that each of us has a story to tell, and sometimes sometimes it just takes the right song to help us share it. So take a moment to listen to Roberta Flack's music again. Close your eyes and let each note wash over you as you reflect on your own life and the impact music has had on it. Think about the times her songs provided comfort during difficult moments, the joy they sparked during celebrations, and the memories they helped create. In closing, I leave you with a question to ponder. How has Roberta Flack's music shaped your life? What stories does it evoke for you? Music can foster a deep emotional connection, and perhaps in sharing our stories, we can keep her spirit alive. Just as she shared her soul through song, we too can share ours through the way we embrace music in our lives. Let us remember Roberta Flack not just for her extraordinary talent, but for the way she taught us to live, to love, and to connect through the beautiful language of music. Thank you, Roberta, for your voice, your heart, and the music that will live on forever.